Let's chat about the musket ball shortage that started in the summer of 1775 and lasted through much of the war. As there were more battles and skirmishes with the British, and the British were damaging our supply lines to get things like gunpowder and musket balls, the situation was getting more and more dire by the day. General George Washington said he had only enough supplies for a few shots for each man. So, in Massachusetts, the Provincial Congress put out a call for help to everyone to make musket balls, saying, "Resolved, that the inhabitants be encouraged to deliver up old metal, lead, and pewter to be cast into bullets for the army." Newspapers started printing advertisements encouraging everyone to take part, with the New England Chronicle boldly declaring, "Let no broken kettle nor pewter plate go unused when liberty calls for shot and balls." So in homes across the colonies, women began to gather old pots, broken kettles, and other pieces of metal to transform into weapons of resistance. As young Anna Green Winslow of Boston so perfectly put in her diary, "The women have given up their pewter and iron pots most willingly, that they may be molded into balls for our brave men." And some gave even more. Abigail Adams wrote to her husband John Adams that she had offered her own silver household items to be melted down for bullets. So, how do you turn this plate into a piece of ammunition? Well, if it was a large town venture, they would have used a massive iron pot to put a lot of pieces of metal in, and then used a ladle to scoop out some of the molten metal to pour into the molds. But I'm going to show you how to melt just a little bit of metal in a ladle over an open fire, through the kindness of Mr. Ashton Daniels, who is sharing the process with us. The ladle of metal is put over a fire so the musket ball metal inside can heat up and melt. So why can he melt one metal inside another metal container without them both melting? It's because the metal used for musket balls, often lead, pewter, and tin-based metals, melt between 460 and 650 degrees Fahrenheit. But the iron that the ladle is made of, it doesn't melt until almost 2,800 degrees, so it'll hold up just fine. When the lead or pewter starts to liquefy, he skims the dross off the top. Dross is impurities in the molten metal that float up when the metal liquefies. You want to get those out to make the pour of your piece smoother and cleaner. Once melted, the metal is poured into a small musket ball mold. These molds, often passed down from one family to another, are simple but crucial. Then with a little elbow grease, you can pop it open and out comes a musket ball. Let's watch that again. After cooling, the sprue, that top part, has to be cut off of each musket ball to make it look like a ball. Then it's filed smooth and sorted into barrels ready to be sent to the front lines. So you see, in the Revolutionary War, many musket balls had a personal story. Maybe it once held a family's supper, and now it stands ready to defend that same family's freedom. So the next time you see a bent spoon or a dented pot, imagine, during the Revolution, it could have been given new life as part of liberty's fight.